Tropical moisture, it's bringing some heavy rain across the Big Bend of Florida. We've got flooding potential, ongoing flooding. We're talking about that right now.
Yeah, we've got more rain where it came from. So if you're not enjoying this, be ready. We've got a whole week's worth of tropical moisture, and then it's going to present some flooding concerns. Thanks so much for joining us. We just saw that video from Sarasota. Here's a look in Tampa, Florida. So again, the rain has started and it's not going to end. It's not going to end anytime soon. We've got a low pressure system. It'll be persistently in the neighborhood. It's going to bring plenty of water into the area. More heavy rain like this. Yeah, you can see inundated. Most of Florida inundated, and we're going to see once again some of the heaviest right around that Bend area, Tampa and areas north, kind of west to I-75. Right. They've already seen a lot of rain. We've seen a lot of rain. This is just over the last 24 hours, and you see all this rain pushing in, especially to the western portion of Florida. We have some places, look at this, Perry. 6.33 inches of rain. Live Oak, we've seen quite a bit of heavy rain. So too much rain, too short time, more is on the way. Exactly. And so this is actually radar estimate. There could be localized, much heavier amounts. And so we do have some flood watches and even some warnings out there through Tuesday. And wouldn't be surprised if they do get expanded. And we've got our field correspondents out on the ground keeping track of the situation. Our own Brett Adair is Pete's Beach in Florida, and Brett, it looks wet behind you, and it really at this point isn't going to stop, correct?
That's right. It's been very wet this morning. As you can see, we've got several vehicles. This is one of the main roads right here on the peninsula of St. Pete Beach. We've got several vehicles going through this water. We saw a couple of stall outs, and to be honest with you, this particular flooding happened within about an hour time period. We had some very heavy rain move through within the last hour and a half. And we've got street flooding all over the peninsula here at St. Pete Beach. Hey, how close are you to the actual beach right there, Brett? We're probably 3 blocks from the beach right here, but as you can see, right on the beach, it's draining pretty well, but here, no way. We've already got pumping systems that the city's got out here trying to pump some of this water out of the road and trying to eradicate it as, several cars are continuing to go up the street here. And Brett, like you were just talking about what they're doing, pumping some of that water out, can you talk a little bit about more of the response to this flooding, especially because we have been anticipating this flooding? We have. It's been talked about for days for the, the Florida Peninsula up into the Big Bend area. But, everybody's kind of paying attention. The businesses here, we saw a little bit of sandbagging that is starting to take place because this is probably the heaviest rain they've got over the last couple of days, and we're anticipating more. So everybody is definitely starting to prepare for more heavy rain. All right, Brett. A lot of times cities will set up places you can bag your own sand. Is that in place, or are people going to a central location to get their bags of sand? We have not heard that yet. We're going to try to get in contact with some city officials here and see if we can bring you some more information in the coming hours. All right. Very good. All right, Brett. Thanks so much for talking with us, and stay safe. All right. Thanks, guys. Okay, so again, we've got those flood watches and warnings in place already because we have so much of that rain that's already fallen. And here you can see the forecast rainfall showing us that this is the same location that has already received plenty of rain. It's going to receive the most amount. So here we have through Cross City up through Perry and once again through Spring Hill, you can see several inches, and we actually in some locations could see over a foot of rain when all is said and done. Now some of the models have that pushed a little bit more towards the Florida Panhandle. We will have to see how this progresses since we are seeing all that moisture just setting right up over the northern parts of Florida, and that does include Tampa. Here's a look at the surplus rain, how much more over the average. This month we're a little bit more than ½ an inch, but you can see since January over 8 inches, near 8 4/10 of an inch. So looking at your forecast, I just want to show you how this all sets up. Notice some of the heaviest moisture pushing through northern Florida, and that includes the Panhandle and into the Bend area. This continues as we head into Tuesday, so now we are still expecting a lot of that moisture to be advected towards the northern parts of Florida, continuing into Wednesday, all the way into Thursday. So when we are talking a prolonged period of very heavy rainfall over the next few days, we are going to be seeing some high accumulations. Charlotte, North Carolina also picking up on some moisture as well, right now just in the form of clouds, but they could also be seeing some flooding as well. We'll be talking about that in just a bit.